Now let's move on to Winter Anime, which
we haven't watched anything.
We watched a couple things.
Andrew and I raised our flags for a bit.
So I will keep reinstating this is the most meh season so far. And I think the fact that I'm really excited for spring season doesn't help the fact that this season is not as great as I want it to be.
Yeah.
Because I look over at spring season and I'm like, at least seven of those.
There's so much hope in the future.
7 of those are going to be solid as a rock.
But one of our sleepers totally is like kicking ass right now.
Oh, yeah. Konosuba?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Konosuba's great. There was a new episode earlier this week that we still need to watch.
It's always fun just to kind of watch. It's like a lighten up kind of.
After our Anohana thing, we were like, we need to go watch Konosuba.
Why did you guys never come?
Did you guys? Oh, okay.
Is that the cliffhanger?
Yeah. Okay. So Dawson. So in a I think we told you about this. In a previous episode of Konosuba, they kept shooting explosion magic at
so he cursed them
at the castle. Yeah. So he curses them
with the death curse. Like, if you don't come to my castle in 3 days, you'll die. And then Aqua just heals her.
Yeah.
And gets rid of the curse.
And then this week...
So at the end of this episode, the guy comes back and goes, "Why didn't you come to my castle? I've been waiting for 3 days." I never came.
No, I think this episode had me laughing a lot more than some of the other episodes. Because, okay.
New character is great.
No, not only that. But
is he a one-off, do you think?
I think he might be a one-off. But I really like the fact... I really like just Aqua's time in the lake. So their quest this week, Dawson...
Yeah.
...was... go clean up the lake.
And you know how Aqua's like a god of water?
Yeah.
So basically, she just has to sit in a lake.
And it'll purify it.
Yeah, it'll purify it. But the problem is...
The reason it needs to be purified is because there's giant crocodiles. So they buy her a shark cage. And they put her in the water.
And no, but here's the funny part about this quest, too. It's because of the Dullahan moving in, there's no more lower level quests. All the 1-star, 2-star quests are gone. So this is a 7-star quest. So way out of their range. Yeah. So they're like, we can't fight them. We can't defend her. What do? Let's put her in a cage and just put her there. And so basically they just sit there, and the rest, the main 3 characters are just sitting there watching Aqua.
If you get into trouble, just tell us and we'll pull you out.
And then she gets attacked by alligators, and they're like, should we help her? And they're like, nah.
She got it.
And so for 5 hours, they just watch her scream in agony as she's trying to defend, not get hurt by alligators.
I think she was telling them not to pull her back in, though.
But what I was laughing so hard is that they bring her back, or they go.
She goes, "I don't want to leave this cage. The world outside is scary."
And she goes,
total Stockholm
syndrome. A dude who actually, one of the people who died and actually chose a weapon, comes in and he has this posse of people because he's super famous for having the weapon and stuff.
Yeah.
And he sees her in a cage and he goes, "Oh no, the goddess!"
But the thing is, the goddess she's singing a little song about how she's trapped in a cage like a slave.
I'm going to be sold or something like that.
Be sold. And they're like, dude, shut up.
Why are you singing this? We're walking through town.
And then the guy comes in and tries to save her, and then he has a match with the main character who has his theft ability.
God, this is straight out of the edgy Shield Hero story. This same exact plot line happens,
but in a comedic way.
Yeah.
And then so he steals his legendary sword from him, and so he comes back later and goes, "Hey, where's my sword? I want it back." And he sold it.
Of course.
because he even asked Aqua, "Hey, what was his thing?" He's like, "Oh, he got this super cursed sword that only works for him."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Okay, well, I can't do anything with it. I'm just gonna sell it."
Solid choice.
But Konosuba, sleeper hit of the season. Oh man, that's great. We laugh out loud.
I'm ready to see the cliffhanger.
Yeah, I'm ready. My body is ready. I love these characters. I like where this is going.
Yeah.
We haven't watched Erase, which we will do.
Haven't watched Erase. Two episodes behind on Grimgar.
Did we even? No, we aren't. We're only 1.
Haven't watched Dimension W.
Yeah, we're only on 1.
We're super behind on everything.
We're on 5.
Is there anything we're caught up on?
We're caught up on Konosuba.
No, we're caught up on Gundam.
Yeah, me and Connor are
You're
caught
not
up
even caught up on Konosuba.
Oh wait, that's not the theme anymore.
Yeah. So, well, technically, I don't know if we talked about Erase last time. Erase was really good 2 weeks ago.
Did we? I feel like we must have.
Okay, well, we'll watch
Erase.
Erase.
Talk about Erase.
Yeah, we'll watch Erase and then talk about it next week. But oh man, I'm ready for the cliffhanger.
Chop the guy out in the mech.
Oh,
so that was fun.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Andrew,
wait.
Explain a trope really quick.
Wait, no. I also caught up to BBK BRNK because I actually like kind of enjoy that show for what it is, and I wanted, after Thomas decided to watch all of Samurai Flamenco, I was like, you know what? I need my daily dose of tokusatsu. I need my I need that Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Ice Cold, Hot Cold, the Pink Ranger, the Green. I want that. And the closest I get is BBK BRNK, and as I told you guys, the writing is mediocre at best.
Of course.
But I still enjoy it for what it is. I'm gonna have to say it's probably my most solid 6 out of 10.
Okay, so Andrew's about to tie me down and make me watch Divine Gate.
No. Oh, yeah, we're gonna watch that. 3 episodes of Divine Gate. Let's do this.
Have fun, guys. Because I'm not watching that.
No, but I really like BB. Like, I really enjoy watching I don't like it, but I really enjoy BBK BRK. Like, there was a moment where I got up and I was like, I could probably like go do some shit and then come back and nothing will have changed.
Yeah.
And nothing did change.
Of course. That's how I feel about Sword Art. Like, you're watching it, you're like, this obviously isn't the best thing that's ever been made or written in the world, but it caters to my tastes, and it's quite a bit of fun.
Oh yeah, and this caters like strictly to my taste. I'm like, yeah. I want to see.
That's what I wanted to see.
I want to see, and they did this whole tournament section where the 4 kings fought against their relatives. Like, or people that they know, like, so for example, like the fedora guy killed the right hand's father.
Yeah.
The pink haired girl, she has to fight her uncle. Who else is there? Oh, there's a traitor. There was a traitor that betrays them, and so Edgelord has to go fight the traitor.
Yeah.
And then green-haired girl was in love with one of the four emperors and has to fight him. And that was such a great fight where it was just like his power is to like basically recall memories and stuff like that. Like make them recall their own memories and stuff like that. So the whole fight, he's literally like fucking with her. He's like, hey, remember all those good times we had? Hey, yeah, you got big breasts now, and totally like.
Are you just yelling at the screen? Just fuck already.
Yeah, like harassing her, and she's just like trying to like, and she's just like not taking any of it, but he's being like this huge shit, and like it was such a like that was kind of a satisfying conclusion when he loses, and he's just like, and. But I think it's approaching that point where literally the 4 kings and the four characters have to fight together. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't care much about this. But besides BBK BRK, there was no Dengashi Kashi last week, so I didn't have my. That's the reason why I watched BBK BRK.
Oh, because
I was like, I was trying to watch the OVA for Durara, but I just couldn't do it because I was doing I was hanging out with everybody. Yeah. So I was like, I need something to just play in the background.
Yeah.
I need Dengashi Kashi. No do Dengashi Kashi.
And
I'll go watch this other anime.
Yeah.
Dimension W we missed. Whoops. Divine Gate.
Way back on.
kind of doing that. Durara. Still solid. Really great. That was a really great episode. I can't remember everything that happened in that episode.
Moving on.
Wait. I remember something big did happen, but I can't remember.
It was after the 3 characters met in the last episode.
No.
Right.
We're
trying to jog your memory.
We're back a little bit on Gate, so we'll watch that eventually. We left off on that moment where we're really frustrated and we don't know how that's resolved. Also, PSA, according to Mother's Basement, please change your openings.
Yeah.
That was a really good fight.
That was pretty good.
Grimgar, we're backed up. Konosuba we talked about, and we're backed up on everything else. But me and Connor could talk about, in my opinion, the best episode of Gundam so far.
It was pretty nice. There's a lot of really nice animation going into this one, and
there's it
was the down to earth one.
Yeah, so Gundam always has a specific section of like the quota. You need your quota fight. You need to have your earth fight. You need to have your gravity fights.
Yeah.
Then you need to have your let's fight in a open galaxy, like open space.
Yeah.
And then you have to have your asteroid fight, like in the asteroid belt. And then you have to have fight while you're descending down Earth's gravity.
Of course.
As you're trying to get into Earth's gravity and you're burning up.
Yeah.
That, like, this episode had that fight.
Had that one.
And I'm not familiar with other Gundams.
Yeah.
But I really like the use of ships in this one, where you saw it before you dropped off, but they were using the ships in the fights.
Yeah.
And on this one,
that just reminded me of the dumbass scene. It's like, you can't control two ships at once.
Watch it! And then it just... So...
He plugs two fucking ships into his back.
So, basically, you know how they have the thing that they can control things? So one of the characters plugs himself into to be able to, like, you know, properly navigate the ship in a better... Like, because they could drive the ship, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's able to really drive it, like he's connected to the system.
Yeah.
And like it's the same thing with the Gundams, where basically the movements of the mechs are what their movements would be. And so the way that they do it is there's a blockade on Earth. Like basically they know they're coming and they want to stop it.
Yeah.
And so they're like, how do we get onto Earth? And so what they do is that they take a scrapped ship and they fly it in front of their own ship. And they basically use it as a shield. And then when they blow up that ship creates chaff grenades.
Yeah.
That basically block all, like, you know, radar. But what's really great is, again, Connor's line where, like, watch me plug into two ships. Plugs in two ships. After the whole thing's over, he just goes, guys, was I cool?
He's, like, bleeding all over the place.
He's bleeding all over the place.
Like, was I cool?
But so, what that was actually was it was a distraction so that the ship couldn't... drop off a smaller ship that will go into Earth's orbit with the actual main cast in it.
Okay.
And then afterwards they cleared the chaff grenades, and then that ship crashed, like not crashed, but basically, you know, hit another ship, opening it up. But since it hit with the tip, it doesn't get damaged itself, but opens up the other ship. So then the blockade, they're all focused on making sure everyone who's in that ship doesn't die in Earth's gravity. So basically pulling all the resources over there.
Yeah.
And then it comes to this cool fight where we talked about it the other time, where they're now down to, like, they're up to 3 Gundams back to back fighting. And there's this really cool, like, fight between, like, the main 2 guys who are, like, pursuing them and them. And then there's a trope that Connor was mentioned earlier. So in the original Gundam, there was a character named Char and Amuro. Those are the 2 main characters, Char and Amuro. They were on opposite sides. One was part of the Earth Federation. The other part was part of the Zeon Nation. Again, I'm not an expert on Gundam.
Yeah.
And the thing about those 2 is that the way that Gundam works is that there's a spectrum of good and evil, and usually the main characters are on opposite sides, but in the middle of that spectrum of good and evil, where they have their reasons for doing things. And so there's a character that's basically what everyone has called, like, parallel world Char. And then to even harden that even more, there's a part where MC is fighting, and then they're about to get overrun by more mechs. And then a red mech, which is most notable, the most notable thing is Char always had a red mech, flies in and just, like, back-to-back fighting mechs in the space as they're going down to Earth's gravity. And then there was a really cool moment where they're going down to Earth's gravity, and Mika, he's over here, and the ship... They were using the ship...
Someone tries to attack Mika because he's like, no, you'll never get to Earth or whatever.
Well, he was trying to attack the ship, and Mika was right next to him, so he decided to fight him. And which creates they're burning up, having a sword fight, they're on fire, and, like, it's really cool.
Shit, Mika can't get to the ship in time.
Because they're using the ship as the blast shield.
Burn up or something.
Yeah, it's gonna burn up on landing because,
So
Earth's gravity.
Instead, after he kills the guy, he surfs down to Earth using his mech.
Of course.
He takes the body and just uses it as the shield. I'm like, that's actually a really, really
fun.
really cool idea.
Yeah.
Because it's like you need a blast shield. What do you use? Well, there's a dead body right here.
Might as well.
But yeah, I think a lot of people agreed. It was like that was probably one of the best episodes of Gundam. Of like, it was the nice balance of like a lot of the background stories of the politics and stuff like that, combined with
also a character died. He wasn't that important though.
Oh yeah, the guy who he was surfing down the body with.
No,
dude, that guy's not dead.
The guy who got
that guy's
speared?
not dead. That guy's not dead.
Oh, he's
dude.
It's left to be seen.
It's left to be seen, but he's probably gonna come back later.
I thought he died.
He's not dead.
I want to come back as like a mecha person, like a cyborg.
Oh man, Dawson never got to that part of Code Geass.
Thank God.
All right, moving on.
But besides that, I think
we're pretty much done.
Yeah, we're pretty much done.
Cool.
So.
This was a faster, and everything else was really long though.
I feel like this is one of our longer casts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because we didn't have like any weeklies to talk about.
Well, we did talk about a lot of other superfluous stuff, which will not be added into
Street Fighter 5.
Hello.
But anyway, thank you for listening, and goodbye, and good night.
It's a